Hello everybody and welcome to the midweek market update from Smack the Markets for the 30th of October. So this week we started out with quite a light news schedule, and that not sort of helping the already low volatility, historic low volatility I should say, that we've had in the Forex markets of lately. However, coming into the second half of the week, we've got possibly the two biggest news events of the month. So later today we have the US Fed interest rate decision, as widely expected to come through as a reduction in US interest rates. And on Friday, we have the ever so popular non-farm payroll news as well. So two big events coming through, which may well shake up the markets a little bit more. So let's take a look at how the markets are faring that we discussed on Monday and some of the opportunities that we're looking at going into the second half of the week. So if we focus on the Dow first of all, if we have a look at this on the daily time frame, on Monday we were looking for the Dow to be pushing up to 27,000. We're looking for the 27,000 level to be reached, and then looking for a continuation to the long side. So we've got that on Monday. In fact, the markets were very strong in the early part of the week, and the Dow is the lagger between the S&Ps, the Nasdaq, and the Dow itself. So we're looking for continued strength here in the Dow as the sort of trend structure continues, and of course as long as the market stays above this key 27,000 price point. From a technical perspective, the trend still looks nice to the long side, and again, if we have a look at this down on the 4-hour time frame, we can see the sort of consolidation here along the 27,000 sort of price point. Above 27, we have 2780, another level of previous resistance. Above that, we're then pushing up towards those sort of all-time highs and catching up with the S&Ps and the Nasdaq. So as long as the market stays above 27,000, we're looking for a bias towards the long side here on the US indices, and our sort of preference here being the US Dow. Now on Monday we also spoke about platinum. We were looking at platinum long above the 928, 930 price region. Last week it was we were looking for opportunities above or in between the 900 to the 930. We got that move last week, as we can see, and then earlier this week the market slipped back further than we expected. So we didn't manage to capture anything in here as the market sort of slipped back below the 930 level. But again, our sort of preference for precious metals is towards the long side again at the moment, and platinum is the pick of our pick out of the three for us. So coming along to the sort of higher time frames, or the slightly mid time frames I should say, the market's starting to turn around a little bit here in platinum, and our preference is still now looking for long opportunities above that sort of 930 area, up here towards those sort of highs again. So we look at this on the 4-hour time frame, you can see we've got a fairly sort of decent size sort of trading window. Once the market sort of gets above this sort of previous bit of support and resistance that we can see here on the 4-hour time frame. Now on Monday we also mentioned Aussie against the Swissy, and if we take a look at this on the 4-hour chart, our preference here was for opportunities once the market broke through this level on the 4-hour chart, and we're looking for trading for this trading window to be filled above price up towards this sort of 68 sort of 22 area. So the market actually sort of achieved that. It sort of moved through there and has closed that sort of trading window. And this, of course, is all on the back of the recent strength in the Aussie market. At the moment, as you can see, the Aussie has been sort of, or Aussie Swish, I should say, has been sort of consolidating here and not been sort of progressing sort of much further. But we still like the Aussie strong. We still like this one to the long side. So our preference is switching over to the Aussie yen for new trading opportunities coming into the second half of the week. So if we take a look at Aussie yen here, this also sort of benefits not only from the recent Aussie strength, but also from the yen weakness that we're seeing in the markets at the moment too. On the weekly chart, the market's broken through a decisive sort of structure level here that's been previous support, likely to act as a bit of resistance as well now. from a technical structure, the market's now sort of made a higher low and a higher high as well. And there's a decent size sort of trading window up there towards that sort of 76 price point. So come down to the daily time frame, we can see that the daily chart is already in a well-structured long trend. We can see our sort of 76 level up here. And there is another level, as we can see sort of through here on the daily, where there's around sort of 75,275, where there's been previous support as well. So previous support and resistance here. There still leaves plenty of distance up to the sort of midway point, and then a decent sized sort of trading window up there towards that sort of 76 level as well. So again, looking at long opportunities here on Aussie yen as that sort of market sort of continues. Now, if you like the sort of techniques that we use to read price action, and you're interested in now trading and analysis and trading style, then I'd like to bring you across to the Trading Bootcamp that we're running here in conjunction with Blackwell Global. So you can find out more about this if you come along to the Blackwell Global sort of website, come along to the Education tab here, come down to Learn, and then you can click on the Trading Bootcamp tab here. This brings you through to this page here. This will give you more details about the full program that we're running for Blackwell Global sort of clients, and you can come along and join this sort of session completely sort of free of charge. So there's 4 sessions in the program. You've got the sort of 4 here. The first one starts on the 11th of November. It's 7:30 UK time. As I said, this program is completely free of charge. It is running over the course of the month. If you would like to join and find out more, then come along to the Blackwell Global sort of website and just click on the link here to sign up and reserve your seat. So that brings us to the end of the newsletter today. I certainly hope it helps, and I look forward to speaking to you next time. Bye for now.